100 predictions. All right.
Sometimes it's hard to translate that out to the.
Right, why is that?
It literally is. There's so many things because you have to work on.
All right, here we go. We're entering the track. I'm so pumped about this.
You know, so if you're not
This is gonna be fire. There's so many different racing possibilities here.
Really been focusing mainly on the 60, so still good for her. She's.
And I wanna address Cole Hocker's beard. I feel like that's gonna. Oh, he did shave it. You know, a true tragedy. That was gonna give him some serious confidence against Kerr's beard. All joking aside, I mean, he is a lethal finisher, and he stated he thinks he's going to be the fastest finisher universally against anyone with about a minute to go. Even against Wanyonyi, even against Yared. There's Josh Kerr striding out with the water bottle and his glasses. You gotta ask yourself, how much do the glasses psychologically help you? Because he could be running indoors, Kerr's running with glasses, and there's Cole Hocker and Yared NUguse, silver and gold, or bronze and gold from last year. Marco Rope, silver medalist. This is gonna be good. Yeah, this is gonna be very good. The goose will be loose. I mean, you can't deny that when the goose gets loose, things go crazy. He beat Jakob last year in Diamond League. One of the few people to do that. NUguse did break the world record indoors this year before Jakob broke it 3 days, or was it 5 days later? 3:46 indoor miler. I mean, that's very impressive.
It is that challenging. We're setting prayers up for you.
A boring 3:38 happening? That doesn't mean it's going to be boring. That means the last lap is going to be 53 or something.
Jump into this 1500, this short distance group, which is, it's not just the 1500 guys. The 800 guys are amazing as well. So it's
shout out to all the media operators on site. And shout out to Peacock and CW. Primary broadcast is there. But appreciate you guys rocking here.
Any of the four push the pace fast enough to take the sting out of these 800.
That's Matthew Centrowitz, the Olympic champion from Rio, talking about it. Let's hear what he has to say.
Is it going to be Kerr? Is it going to be NUguse? And then, are there any 800-meter guys that could upset any of these guys in the 15? All of these guys have either stepped up in distance this year or have gone on to altitude to train with 1,500-meter specialists to work on their strength. So I'm really excited to see all of that unfold, and it looks like we're just about to get going.
There's our man Yared NUguse, who he had the world record for what, 48 hours, something like that. Like, he had it. Like, listen, God bless when the guy comes through and runs hard, Ingebrigtsen. But for a moment, he had it.
Offended. I think he probably put on a race the following day just to take it back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Which is tougher here, the 800 guys to go up or the 15 guys to go down?
There's so many 800 runners here because this is the 800 and 1500 collective group.
I'm really bad at predicting today, so I don't want to make this prediction, but there is a chance that if this race gets going early, we can see two separate races of 4 and 4, the 15 guys up front, and then the 800 guys just kind of fighting amongst each other and just trying to scrap and get some points.
There's the Olympic champion at 800, Emmanuel Wanyonyi. He just dropped a little 141.19 on the people.
Ooh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and then there's a guy that came right with him.
I mean,
Marco Rope.
You run 141 at the Olympics and you don't even come home with a medal?
Yeah. I look at Marco Rope and I always say, I don't know what game we're playing on the playground. I'm going to pick him. Right? He is just such a specimen. We're playing kickball. Good, I'll take Marco.
Wanyonyi too, though. Did you see this guy? He looked freaking, I don't know what his workout regimen is, but I need to get on it.
Something to keep in mind is that Wanyonyi was also the previous world record holder for the road mile, which he ran in the Road to Race series for Adidas. I think he ran 3:54. Wanyonyi is an 800 specialist, but his mile potential is really up there.
Favorites, Neil Gurley, who we just passed up, his coach says he kept training through World Indoors and will be pretty sharp for this.
Pride of Indianapolis, Indiana, Cole Hocker. Steve Cram knows all kinds of things about running good 1500s. He's calling the race.
So, Carrie, what's the script here?
Well, I like that Cole Hocker had the beard coming in, and he doesn't have it on the track now. It is all serious business out there for him. He says he's the best racer in the world over this distance, and he's proved that indoors. He's got the strength. He went to Park City for a month, put that altitude training in, but he also has speed. He's a very good 800-meter runner, so I am not surprised to see him out front, and Yared NUguse right there. We've been watching Yared's workouts online. We've been seeing him race so well over the mile distance indoors. He set that world record that Jakob went and broke just a week later, but he is very race savvy. He knows how to lead races, but he's got a kick. He's been working on it. Not surprised to see, though, an aerobe in the back there, just kind of feeling out.
You know, this is actually faster than I thought it would be. 44 through the first 300, so we're going to be probably closer to 335.
Pace do you go
at least the pace right now.
The lead, you want to make it steady, which is what this is. It's not super quick. It was around about 60 seconds I made that. Actually, it's come up with 59.34. A lot of question marks, not about NUguse. I don't think about Hocker. In good shape, running well. Neil Gurley, indoor season. You know, what about Josh Kerr, though? What about Ataui? You know, what have they got? Are they race ready? I wouldn't imagine Josh Kerr would have come to this knowing what he's up against without thinking he wasn't ready to race.
Hocker in the lead.
In the back there hasn't raced,
Pushing
but he ran well at the Olympics in that 800 meters. But Josh Kerr, that is the question mark right now, right? He went to indoors, he went to Millrose to try to run, had the flu, could not run, but went home. And we know that he doesn't toe the line unless he's ready to go. He's been talking a big game, but not quite as big of a game as he did going into the Olympics.
No, and you know, for him though, he knows it's he has a reputation, Josh, and he likes to preserve it. You know, he likes to be the man the others have to beat.
Well, I really like watching him race.
Yeah, I do. And it's great that he's here. So they're all here. Hocker taking them through steady, nothing more than that. In fact, probably pretty slow for most of these guys. Now they're just starting to jostle a little bit as NUguse looks to try and forge this on a little bit. He's gone onto his shoulder. Kerr's close. Gurley's just found a little bit of a gap on the inside. Watch out for him as well. He's dangerous in the home straight. He's got a good finish. So NUguse is leading it, but hasn't really put his foot down yet. Everybody's still with it.
NUguse is making a strong move, which he does in these races, but look at how Kerr just follows suit. He just moves around. But Cole Hocker, I love watching him race. He doesn't get panicked. He doesn't fluster when he's on the inside. He stays where he needs to be, but look at who's coming. Here comes the 800-meter specialist on the outside. Wanyonyi, lots of people thought he would have no chance in this race, and I think that guy has heart. He runs with it, and he's following suit.
A little bit of a gap starting to appear. Hocker might not have got the tactics right here because he's starting to fade away. Neil Gurley will be dangerous, but look at the 800-meter Olympic champion, Wanyonyi, on the outside of Josh Kerr. Kerr always likes to go a little bit earlier, but NUguse is holding him around the top end. He'll try again in the home straight. Gurley's still close, and then the chasing Hocker is getting back involved here. He let them get away, but he's right on the inside on the curve. Might pick off one or two. It's NUguse, it's Kerr, it's Wanyonyi, it's Hocker, and it's Gurley. This is still anybody's race, and it's Wanyonyi. He's getting to the front. Wanyonyi, the Olympic 800-meter champion, takes it to the 1,500 guys. NUguse, then Hocker. Very close after that between the two Scots. Well, they played into his hands, as I said in the beginning. I think he can run this type of 1,500-meter race. He might not run 3:28 yet, or maybe even 3:30, 3:31. But you put it in this range, surely he's going to be able to kick. And goodness me, that was a lesson, really. He waited and he waited and he waited.
I did not see that coming. Wanyonyi with a smoking final 100 wins the men's 15 in 3:35. Taking down Cole Hocker, taking down Josh Kerr, Yared NUguse. Very curious what that final 400 would be, but I can imagine it was close to 52, 53. You gotta, man, that was amazing.
In this 1,500, but as I said, he ran cross country. He does it every year in January, I believe, is the first part of the season. He comes out and he runs a hard cross country race in Kenya, and then he dropped down and ran that 1,500 at altitude, but he got some confidence. He said he came to the Grand Slam to get better for the 800 at the World Championships. This was important to him. He was relying on this race, not looking ahead to tomorrow's race, and wow, what a race he had.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of talking points.
That was awesome. Really enjoyed that.